It's the most historic fire in the history of the state of Texas.
Y'all need to evacuate. Where's your mom and dad?
It really showed what kind of community we have here in Bastrop, the way the people came together.
It wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when.
Over 1,600 houses lost. This county's not that big, and to have a huge section of your county knocked off the map like we had.
It really did seem as if all the world were on fire.
40-mile-per-hour winds, gusting up to 60, and it's so dry out here, no rain.
I've seen things that I've never seen before.
We lost a lot of homes, but we saved a tremendous amount of lives.
Our community was, in fact, prepared for this fire.
A lot of blessings come from a tragedy, and we were very blessed by lots of people and a community that took really good care of us.
Something beautiful is going to come from those ashes that we experienced. It's going to take hard work, it's going to take dedication, and we're willing to work together to get that done.
We just got a bad feeling that something bad may happen. A cold front had passed through. We knew we had winds that were blowing 30 to 35 miles an hour with relative humidities that were extremely low. It would put us in red flag conditions.
And particularly on that morning it started, when the winds were so high, I actually mentioned to my mother that it was really scary.
All that day the wind was blowing horrible. And we spoke at my house, and I let them know that if there was a fire today, this was going to be a very bad fire that we couldn't stop.
Couldn't wait for the day to end. Just let us get through this day, and get past this, because fearful of what might happen.
We actually opened our emergency operations center prior to the fire ever starting.
We were essentially, from a command standpoint, a management standpoint, staffed up even as that fire was first reported.
Our biggest worry that day was the fact that there was 1,000-acre fires going on all around Central Texas. And we knew if we had a fire of any magnitude that we would have an extremely hard time getting mutual aid from other agencies. So we went ahead and called in staff. We told our dispatchers to go ahead and notify every fire department in the area.
The first call of the first fire in the Bastrop complex was in the 300 block of Charlotte Drive, which is a rural subdivision just north and east of the city of Bastrop.
Bastrop County 911, need fire, police, or an ambulance. Fire, please. We have a line down, electricity line down, and there's a fire. Hold on 1 second. Don't get off the phone with me, okay? Okay, it's a big fire. Please send someone now inside the line.
And when I stepped out of my truck, I could hear the sound of the freight train in the backyard. That's how big the fire was. And from there, it went downhill really quick.
We're going to want a unit here to protect this structure. I got heavy fire headed to the north. It's headed towards County Road. It is in the trees. I'm going to need some more help, Steve. Round up the rest of the county, get them out here.
So we set up on about the first 4 houses, and we saved all of them at that point in time. And I realized that, this was not going to be an effective situation, so we immediately rolled up the hoses and went from a protect exposures to a life safety. And I ordered all the guys to stop fighting fire and start knocking on doors and let's get these people out of here. And at that time I activated the reverse 911 system from the dispatcher and requested all the available deputies to come in and also start with evacuations.
Josh's actions saved a lot of people. The fire had this potential, instead of going 1 or 2 streets over, like you may have on a smaller fire, they looked all the way down to the river. They looked at where's this fire going and started moving those folks out of the way early on.
Y'all need to get out! Need to get out!
A good plan by our emergency responders, and it was the awareness of our public to listen to that plan and help neighbors move out of harm's way.
because of the heroic efforts of our responders who had trained and practiced and learned how they felt like they could handle such a monster.
Is anybody in here?
I don't know. I checked the house down there. You want me to go check it again until I cross that?